All right, we are back here at the Great American Bash Philadelphia Freedom as we are back in here ready for tag team action. As you see, we are live from the Civic Center in Philadelphia. As about to make their way out to the ring, the very unorthodox, I've used that word a few times tonight, the Sheepherders, Butch Miller and Luke Williams, along with their nephew and flag bearer, Rick Morgan, about to make their way out here. As you take a look at the capacity crowd here at the Philadelphia Civic Center, and we're about ready for really fan favorites of the highest magnitude here in Philadelphia. They love the Rock and Roll Express, Ricky Morton and Robert Gibson, and here they come. They had a couple great tag team matches for the belts against Arn and Tully during the Great American Bash. You see they're sporting their patriotic American flag bandanas around the necks there. And the Rock and Roll Express have said we are not done with Tully and Arn by a long shot. And depending on who comes out, the winners in tonight's tag team title match between the Horsemen and the Legion of Doom, we want to crack at the belts. They have made it very public. They still want to be 5 times the World Tag Team Champions. And we are ready. The fans are ready here. Philadelphia Freedom, you see the banners there. The Great American Bash here on this July 23rd. And we are ready as the referee calls for the bell, and we are underway. Grudge tag team match here as Robert Gibson forces Butch Miller back into the corner. And there is no love lost between these two teams, I can assure you. They've been a thorn in each other's side, especially the Sheepherders, being a thorn in the side of the Rock and Roll Express ever since the early part of 1988. Inflicting injury on Gibson and Morton, keeping them out of action for a time. And so this is all about revenge here. Gibson looked like he was going for an Irish whip, but he reversed himself into a hip lock takeover. It's now Robert Gibson working on the arm of Butch Miller. Right hands by Robert. Irish whip is reversed into the neutral corner. Nice reversal by Gibson. Robert now. Atomic drop sends Butch Miller down. Gibson drops the elbow. Morton and Gibson, tag team specialists. They work so well together as a team, and they've done so for a very long time. Former 4-time NWA World Tag Team Champions, as in comes Ricky Morton with that over-the-top elbow. And Morton peppering those right hands at Butch Miller, who counters with a fireman's carry takeover. You don't see that generally from the Sheepherders. They are tough as shoe leather, I'll tell you, are the Sheepherders. I'll tell you what, the Rock and Roll Express will not back down from them. You can better believe that. Leapfrog. And he did that with the speed of lightning. Ricky Morton with a moonsault off the top. Unbelievable maneuver, a moonsault by Ricky Morton. Indeed it was, Robert, indeed it was. That's my son, by the way. Yep. That it is. There's a drop kick, missed, and a clothesline by Butch Miller sends down Robert Gibson of the Rock and Roll Express. And now it looks like Butch is going to tag in Luke Williams, the unhinged member of the Sheepherders, you would say. Big back body drop there by Luke Williams. I don't know exactly what Butch Miller's doing there. It looks like Ricky Morton's seen enough. And he missed that flying forearm, or maybe he didn't. We got all 4 men in there now. Ricky Morton going ape on Butch Miller. You kind of figure the animosity between these two teams, it would break down like this. Robert Gibson missed that flying forearm, but it was Luke Williams who did not miss. Irish whip in, center of the ropes. And an inverted atomic drop. Clothesline sends sends Luke Williams over the top. Still to come here tonight as the referee lays down the count. Off the ring apron goes Luke Williams. Still to come tonight. They're all for championships after this one. World TV title match next. Nope. Fought better of it once again. A hip lock takeover. Nice back heel trip by Luke Williams. He drives that forearm right into the face of Robert Gibson. The Sheepherders are tough, and they will take it to the Rock and Roll Express. There's no question about that. And a bulldog headlock by Luke Williams, and now into a neck vice, sort of a modified chin lock there, crimping the neck. Ricky Morton getting this crowd into it here. Reversed by Williams with Gibson into the corner. Williams, second turnbuckle on the inside. Shows that right hand, and he nails Gibson with it. This might be it here, but no, he does not go for the pin. He goes over and tags in Cousin Butch. Gibson firing back. Gibson with Butch into the corner. Double team effort here. And now it's Ricky Morton back in. Nails him right off the second turnbuckle. Nails him with that right hand. Ricky Morton is quicker than a hiccup, I'll tell you something. Morton went for that flying. Oh, now a head scissor takeover. Looked like he was going for a flying forearm earlier on there. Morton now. Don't know exactly what he's looking to do. Morton. Neck snap. Goes for the pin, hooks the leg. Could be it. No, it was Luke Williams who broke up the pin that time. Uh-oh. And now it is Luke Williams with a neck breaker. Snaps it off. Butch Miller not moving, just seated there. Still isn't moving. Ricky Morton's getting up first. Morton was going after Williams, but missed. Missed again. Missed. He's been missing a lot. I think he needs to see his eye doctor. I might be wrong here. Now Rip Morgan getting involved. Getting the attention of Ricky Morton. Butch Miller could stand to get a tag here. Ricky Morton with those reverse knife edge chops. And a Russian leg sweep. Side Russian leg sweep. By Ricky Morton. Down for the pin. No, this time it is once again Luke Williams to break it up. Oh, now we got both Sheepherders in there. And I don't know what he's doing. It looked like maybe he was choking Ricky Morton on the top rope. I couldn't quite tell from our vantage point. Butch Miller needs a tag. He's addle right now. Well, now he's taking control. And a reversal with an arm drag takeover by Ricky Morton. Nails him with the right hand, but it was blocked. But not that time. I tell you, these guys can take some punishment. Can the Sheepherders? Robert Gibson now down off the top. A drop kick sends down Butch Miller. Down for the pin, hooks the leg. Referee shows a 2 count. I believe it was because Morton and Williams came in the ring. Head first to the top turnbuckle. Robert Gibson now. Butch Miller needs a tag here. And a counter. Just when you thought Miller was out of it, that was not to be. Up against the ropes. And a fireman's carry takeover counter. Rock and Roll Express looking awfully good in this one. Missed with the elbow. And a clothesline sends Butch Miller over the top. And they're on the floor here in the Civic Center. The Great American Bash, Philadelphia Freedom. They're on the floor. Into the post goes Butch. And it was Gibson who sends Miller off the post this time. Gibson whips Butch Miller back into the ring. Now it is Gibson up top. I'll tell you, Butch Miller could stand to get a tag here. High cross body off the top. This could be it. No, not counting. Rip Morgan's up on the apron. Ricky Morton now with Luke Williams into the post. Butch Miller with a fireman's carry on Gibson. Ricky Morton breaks the pin up that time. Over the top. Actually, the legal men in the ring are still, I believe, Gibson and Miller, if I'm not mistaken. Luke Williams in there now with Gibson. Morton and Butch Miller on the outside. The referee not counting here. Oh, there he lays the count on. Oh, a clothesline by Luke Williams sends Gibson down. This might be it. No, Gibson kicks out. What a tag team match here at the Great American Bash. And now it is Gibson with a reversal. And it looked like he went for a Sabat kick there, but it was reversed. Here's a roll-up by Gibson. Could be it. No, that time it was once again. Oh, Williams. And Gibson, for good measure, nails him a shot. Gibson now looked like he was going for a slam, but it got dropped right on his head with a DDT by Butch Miller, who still needs a tag, has been in there for quite some time. Oh! Butch Miller absolutely nailed Ricky Morton off the ring apron. No! Gibson kicks out again. Ricky Morton down on the floor. Oh, and a headbutt right to the top of Gibson's head. Ricky Morton back in the ring. He's not the legal man in the ring. And here finally, Butch Miller gets a tag to Luke Williams. Irish whip. And an inverted atomic drop. And that will send you to the chiropractor, I can assure you. Reversal by Luke. Into the corner goes Gibson. Nope, reversed. Oh, reversal by Luke Williams. Drop kick. Went back of the head, went right to the turnbuckle. Uh-oh, Irish whip in. No, Gibson got out of the way. And now peppering those right hands at the head of... No, wait a minute. Now we have yet another verbal interference as Gibson has been distracted by Rip Morgan. Robert could stand to get a tag here. Irish whip into the corner. And finally, yes, it is a tag made, and in comes Ricky Morton. Oh, it was blocked, and now reversal and a counter with a right hand and an uppercut. Oh, there's a forearm. And now Ricky Morton getting this capacity crowd here in the Civic Center behind him. And I'm sure it does not take much to do that. Nice forearm to the top of the head. Another one. Ricky now going up top. And he got up there quick. Ricky on the top. He's on the top. He's waiting for Williams to get to his feet. There it is. And there it is. There are your winners. That high cross body off the top. Great tag team match here at the Great American Bash, Philadelphia Freedom, as you take a look at some of the action that went down earlier on. And there's some more double team maneuvers, but it was this maneuver right here. Ricky Morton off the top with the high cross body. Butch Miller just couldn't get the energy to get in to help his partner. And your winners with that, the Rock and Roll Express over the Sheepherders here at the Great American Bash, Philadelphia Freedom. They love the Rock and Roll Express here in Philadelphia. There's no question about it. We'll be back with the World Television Championship